Hello and welcome to this recording about the ego inner authority, which is the authority which you can see in the chart of a projector or a manifestor. An ego is the center of willpower. It relates to willpower and the material aspect of life. So these are the keynotes of this authority: wanting, I will, I want to. It all relates to the defined ego center. It's about asserting one's will, doing that which is valuable, which pays off. What do I get out of it? Uh, what is it in it? What's in it for me? Ego is concerned about material provisions, about providing for oneself and for our dear ones and near ones on the material plane. So this authority is really about applying the willpower and asserting one's willpower in order to do that which is valuable, which makes sense, and definitely it can be valuable in terms of material aspect of life, or it can be valuable in terms of the spiritual aspect of life as well, because there are two channels through which this authority can actually be expressed. It's an ego center, and if it would be connected below to the solar plexus or the spleen, that would be the decision-making center. That would either be solar plexus or splenic inner authority. So if it's ego inner authority, it means it's either connected to the G center, or it's connected to the throat center. And this connection to the G is the channel of shock initiation. It happens in a projector. And it's about using one's willpower to be courageous and go through new things in order to go through some initiation and initiate other people into something else when invited, right? It's a projector. This other channel is the channel of money line, the channel of materialism, the channel of control, and the channel of the educator, which is using the willpower on this manifesting channel as a manifester in order to initiate, inform, and educate other people. And so, this is about gathering other people together, making sure we all have what we need, and that the tribe, the people that are near and dear to us, have what they need. And so, this is the material direction, and this is the spiritual direction, the shock initiation design of needing to be first, the money line, the design of a materialist, as well as the educator, somebody who assumes control. It's both valuable, spiritual initiation as well as gathering together and doing that which is good for all of us. Both of these themes can be valuable. Obviously, the question is whether we're meant to do it or not. You can see that just like the previous authorities, ego authority is still pretty rare. It's only around 1.5% of the people in the world that have this authority, that have the ego center as the source of their decision making, which is quite funny when you think about the fact that in most cases, in most people, the ego center wants to be the most important part of our design. It wants to make decisions, but by far and large, in most cases, it's not designed to be that. And actually, in people that have the ego inner authority, the question of what do I get out of that? What's in it for me? Is typically not asked. Typically, people with this authority, willpower, this ego inner authority, typically the conditioning is that people are putting other people first. Whereas in this authority, actually, it's about need to be selfish. Ra who used to call human design the path of enlightened selfishness. This is exactly where it applies. This is about being egotistic in a healthy way, to apply your willpower in order to achieve something or initiate somebody into something, to do that when it's correct for you, to get something out of it. Yeah, to follow this willpower which is there. I mean, ego is a motor. It's one of the four motors. It's a motor. This willpower is a motor, and when you have this as a source of authority, you can feel this motor engaging and taking you, into action, either going ahead and informing if you're a manifester, or doing something courageous, or dealing with shock, or shocking others through your courage if you are a projector. Based on this willpower being present, you can learn to recognize this sensation, this sensation of willpower engaging itself. And sometimes you can hear it in your conversations with other people when you say things like, I want this, or I will do that. So follow that and learn to track it and to follow it. And that's the suggestion for the ego inner authority. The conditioning is to put others first, and then you don't get to be successful as a projector. You don't get to be at peace as a manifestor. The solution is really that you follow this willpower and apply it where it wants to be applied, and you learn to recognize this sensation when the willpower engages. Also, with the defined ego center, make sure you get enough rest. It really wants to rest. It cannot sustain continuous work. It's not designed, this willpower is not designed to work all the time. So yes, it can help you if you listen to yourself in conversations, but you can learn to recognize and track this sensation of the willpower engaging, saying things like, I want to, I will, and yeah, just honor that and surrender to it. So that's it about the ego inner authority, and bye for now.